Hello, I just wanted to start a video kind of documenting what I had to do before grad school at Kent State University for athletic training. So before I even get into the video, what is athletic training? Athletic training is to help prevent injuries for athletes and also rehab athletes who are injured. So a prime example of this is Kevin Durant. So essentially the ATs for Golden State Warriors are trying to rush the rehab process and get him back by game 3, or they're kind of not rushing the rehab process and kind of waiting until game 4 or 5 to get him back. Ultimately, that's the big decision that ATs have to make. And for this one, it's high pressure because he's arguably one of the best basketball players right now. And so what would you do? Comment down below, what would you do? All right. So essentially what I had to do before even I got into grad school was, number one, I have to form like a package. So I have to get health insurance figured out, physical, liability insurance for clinicals, CPR and first aid certification, and kind of just sign the contract forms, as well as get a background check, as well as kind of send the immunization records to Kent State University. So I have to compile that in a hard copy form as well as a PDF form, and then send that to them by July 1st. Second thing, find an apartment. So I had to figure out where to find one, and I essentially only had a couple weeks, but I was able to find one in College Towers. I'll provide a video about that in a couple days and give my review about it. Essentially, I had to put down my deposit as well as first month rent and kind of figure out how to pay for it. So I just graduated from Denison University. I just butchered that, but that's okay. Anyways, I graduated from Denison University with a bachelor's degree in health, exercise, sports studies. And so essentially kind of the money that I got from graduation went mostly toward the apartment. And so that's kind of how I paid for that. And then third is kind of figure out how to pay for Kent State University. So ultimately, my answer is that I just took out loans. Not the best kind of way, but that's really how I did it. What I plan on doing to reduce those loans is obviously working and kind of paying that off as I go along. But also, second is to go to the DMV in Ohio. It's just right down the road. And essentially kind of change my records from my main address to my Ohio address, which I can do now because I paid a lease in Ohio, which allows me to have residence in Ohio. So I'm going to do that, and I'll save me about $5,400 each semester for my bill. So that's my plan and kind of the work that I'm doing kind of before even grad school begins. So those 3 things. And hopefully that provided value to you guys and kind of provided information before even graduate school even starts. So it starts next week. I'll kind of provide a video of it and kind of see what the process is. Honestly, I don't know what it's going to be like, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.